All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will be starting very soon. Right now, I'm just sending the links. All right, I'm just sharing the links on my social media platforms. We'll be starting now. We'll be starting in a few minutes, right? Yes, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all good. Let me just allow me to just close this door so that it doesn't make noise. All right, all right, all right, all right. I hope you're all great. Allow me to just turn on my phone so that I can be able to see if all is well on YouTube. All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to analyze a few things here, right? We're going to analyze a few things. Don't worry about this. We're going to analyze a few pairs, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to analyze a few pairs. In case you're wondering, ladies and gentlemen, it's Zambia's finest bliss $1 billion. Yeah. So anyway, I'm glad that you have been able to join. Um, Otherwise, we will be starting with the analysis, right? So now, I didn't intend to start with this analysis, but it looks great, right? If it looks great, why not analyze it? Yeah, so we're going to do it, right? We are forex traders. We analyze anything that can move. If it has candlesticks, if it has charts, if it has supply and demand levels, we can analyze it, right? Yeah. Anyway, I hope you're all great. Um, right now it's still morning here in Zambia. I hope for those that are watching me and it's morning. Good morning to you. Those that are watching me, it's afternoon. Good afternoon to you, and etc. etc. So without wasting much of the time, let's get started. So we can see this is GBP card. And now what we can see here is that GBP card was initially in an uptrend like that, showing signs of an uptrend. And now we see a break of structure. So we're going to use simple price action. I believe it's okay to use price action here. And now with price action, we're going to put our trend line like that. Boom, right? Easy. And then from there, we're going to put a bottom trend line. So we can see that price actually did break out of this structure and it fell. What are we looking to do? So we can see that we have a point of support over there, right? We have a point of support over there. So what I'll be looking to do is to wait for price to reach either that point, but I believe it will pass and then it will come that side. So initially, what I'm talking about is that price should be able to come and retest this trend line, and we might be able to take a sell, right? Yeah. And then our take profit would be at this particular point. This is where our take profit would be. So we still have a long way before price can come to a point where we can sell. So this one won't be looking at it this week. Obviously, maybe by next week we should have something that we can trade. For now, we'll leave it there, right? Let's go to our second analysis, which can give us an opportunity to be able to trade just right now. So we're going to look at Euro AUD. Euro AUD, right? Okay. Euro AUD. What is it that we're able to see? What is it that we're able to see? So I analyze this pair, right? I analyze this pair, and this is how I looked at it, right? I already analyzed this. This is a trade I was supposed to enter from here. I missed the trade, but it's still going. That was my analysis. We can see from here we had price moving like that. And of course, here there was just liquidity inducement. Here, people that entered here just on the trend line, they were induced. But of course, as you can see, as somebody that is clever, I knew that there was going to be inducement here. So my entry point was here, which is actually very okay. Now we see that I had mentioned, or rather I had analyzed that price would go all the way to this particular point and probably even go beyond that and reach this side. How was I looking at it? Now you can see that for now, price has encountered a resistance, right? And now it's trying to push through. So what can we do about that? So it can either be that price will now sell, come back again, and continue going up. So let me just use a different broker for this. So now what we can see now is that this is what we can see, right? So it's either price can go all the way up to that particular point and then do what? And then fall down, right? It can come all the way and then do what? And fall down. This is what price can do. This is what price can do. Another thing is that once we see, since we can see that this is a reversal pattern, this is a channel, right? So another thing that can happen is price breaking out and retesting, and then it continues to go up, right? And it continues to go up, and this is where we're going to put our take profit, which is essentially what I analyze on that pair. Now I know. So how do we approach this particular situation? So here we need to, before we can take a buy, we need to see a breakout and a retest, right? We need to see that being confirmed. Minus that, we'll be looking to take a sell. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing complicated. That is it. So we have two possibilities here. Whatever comes first, whatever goes first is what we're going to do, right? So that is about that. We are waiting and we're going to see what happens. Right? Let's look at EuroCAD. Ladies and gentlemen, EuroCAD looks like this. EuroCAD, we can see that EuroCAD is, has been going up, right? So what do we do in this situation, right? For me, I was able to catch a trade in the 15-minute time frame, right? I was able to see this trade, ladies and gentlemen. We can see here there's been a breakout. There's been a breakout in the retest, and then price has continued to go up. So I believe price is going to continue going up from here. We can take a trade, and now we're going to target a 1 to 2. Okay, our stop loss is just going to be below there. And then we just need a 1 to, we can go to 1 to 3. Okay, we can do that and, look for a 1 to 3, right? Yeah, so that's a trade that we can take on a lower time frame, right? That's a trade that we can take on a lower time frame, right? Yeah. So that's about that. As you can see, that's about that. And then we'll be waiting to see what happens, right? Yeah. Then we can look at CHF JPY. CHF JPY. Right. Let's do just that. Allow me to CHF JPY. Right. Let's wait for. Let's look at CHF JPY. So allow me to go to a higher time frame, which is let's use H2, right? For now, let's look at the H2. So what we can see is that one, I have some good levels here. We have this level. Now we see how it's spiked here. This probably use, or sometimes the way I know this asset, it leaves wicks a lot, right? Before it moves. So we have that part. We also have this area, which is a very good area also. Then we have the top area. Now here, ladies and gentlemen, it isn't complicated. All I'm doing right here is that I'm just marking support and resistance zones, and this is a basic principle, right? It shouldn't be very, it shouldn't be something that would like confuse you. This is just basic support and resistance. Now, what we've seen here is that we see price breaking, coming back to retest, and then it goes down. It broke, but this was it just wicked and then begins to come up. So I'm thinking it will come here and then it can continue going down. This is the first plausible movement, right? Now, if ladies and gentlemen, we're going to enter a trade from there, we'll be looking to take a trade in there, and then our stop loss should just be slightly above this high, and then our where we'll be targeting this one. So here it's going to give us about a 1 to 5, right? Which is a very good trade. So now, ladies and gentlemen, in a case whereby price doesn't move like that, this is our plan B. So we can see price, dropping, retesting, coming back. And now if it breaks again, it will retest and then it will go up, meaning we'll be looking at coming to take a trade once it retests there, and then boom, we'll take a buy trade, right? Now, we see there are two things that can happen here. So how do we then choose which one we're going to go for, right? So already in my mind, I know there are two things that can happen. But how I'm going to trade these things is that if price reaches here, I'm going to see if I have confirmations to enter a sell. If price breaks out, I'm going to wait for a retest and then take a buy trade. Let's see if there are other things that will stand as a confluence. I see a proper trend line over there. All right. So what we can do, what we can see here is ladies and gentlemen, this one, no, we can't use that. We can't do that. Okay. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is that we're going to wait once price reaches here, and then we can take a sell trade. So for now, I'll be leaning onto a sell. If anything, I'll be leaning onto a sell. I'll be waiting. If price reaches there, I'll be taking a sell, and I'll be targeting this particular point. This is what I'm going to be waiting for on a CHF JPY, right? So I'm going to be waiting for a sell. And of course, if the other thing happens, we know we're going to be in a buy. But so far, this was initially a point of support, which has been turned into resistance. And then we're going to see price fall down. So it's still strong, and we look forward to, taking a trade over there, right? Yeah, so that is how I'm looking at it, and boom, this is where we're going to take a trade from. And of course, we mentioned that our stop loss is just going to be slightly above there, and then that is where our target is going to be. Now we have a 1 to 4.8, yeah, risk to reward, right? That's good. What other trade are we going to look at? Let's see. Let's see. Are we enjoying? By the way, I'm live on YouTube. Are we following? Just let me know if you're following. By the way, I'm just using this platform for the first time. I'm using StreamYard for the first time, so this is also standing as a test, right? So I'm still getting to know Um, I'm still getting to know this platform, right? Yeah. Okay. So I can see GMFX, um, Bliss Billion doing the best. Okay. Um, what of Nasdaq and Boom and Crash? They will be going to get. They will be going there. Um, hey, bosses, from Notic. Okay, great to hear from you, Mr. Geoffrey Kabamba, all the way from Dollar. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to be paying attention, right? We're going to look at NZUSD, right? Yeah. Right. We're going to look at NZUSD. So NZUSD, what we can see here, ladies and gentlemen, we can see that price has been moving like that. Now most people would draw a trend line like that, and then they'll be looking to take a sell here. For me, that was not how I would approach this. This is how I would approach this instead. All right, let's go to 3 hours. Right, this is how I would approach this. I would approach this trade using institutional trading. So for now, I can see this is a point of liquidity, right? So now you see how my trading is dynamic. For me, I don't trade. So for me, I don't trade just because I want to use price action. No, I trade. I trade based on what the market is showing, right? So I can see there's a break of structure here. I can see there's a break of structure here. All right, so we can see a change of character. That's a change of character. Now what we need to do is I'll wait for price to come and touch in this area of supply, right? So I'll be looking at, waiting for price, however it's going to move, if it can come into this point, and then I'll take the trade. And now I will be looking at taking this as a target. So we'll be looking at taking a trade in this area. Now we see today is it Wednesday or Thursday? We'll be having NFP this week, right? So we don't know how price is going to move, but who knows if there will be NFP and price is pushed all the way to that point. We'll be taking a trade, and then this trade I'll be looking at taking a trade in that point, and now we have a 1 to 9.6 risk to reward ratio. For me, this is how I will be looking at taking this trade. This is what I'll be waiting for. Take the trade. This is a supply. Area of supply, yes. All right, so that is where I'll be taking the trade from, right? And then I'll be pushing it all the way down, right? That is what I'll be doing. Yeah. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, let's look at okay, following. All right, thank you so much. Glad to know you're following. All right. Let's look at the last trade. So I hope you are following this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just download. I've forgotten. I'll be able to download the other analysis that I've made later on. Right. Let's look at Euro GBP. Euro GBP, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Euro GBP, ladies and gentlemen, this is how it is. This one, I took the trade. Let's look at this. Now we see price is moving upwards, right? We see this is in an uptrend, right? So actually, there was a point where we needed to take a buy, of which I already have. I took this trade before I came in live. As you can see, I'll be able to show you. So for me, what I feel right now is that price needs to continue shooting all the way up till that particular point, right? Till that part, right? That is where it's going to go. As you can see, I think I took this trade. As you can see, yeah, these are the trades that I took. And now it's going all the way, right? All the way. It's going all the way. It's in profits. It's in profits. This is the live account that I'm, looking at, and this is the trade that I took. This one I already took the trade. Yeah, right. But beyond that, we need to look at the possible areas of reversal. The possible areas of reversal, which is this. So it's possible that we can have the market move like this and then come back again. But then if it breaks out, we'll be looking at it moving like that. So meaning there will be another area for us to come and take a trade here once there is a breakout of this area, right? Once there's a breakout of this area, we'll be looking at it, taking the trade. But we should be mindful of this area as it can cause a retracement or a reversal, right? This area right here. So this area, it can cause a retracement or a reversal. But in a case whereby price breaks out of that area, we'll be looking to take another trade that is going to be a retest, and then we shall go up with it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how I'm looking at the market, and this is my projection. So let me just download that. This is my projection. Yeah. What else did we analyze? CHF JPY, CHF JPY. I want to take the, what do you call this? I want to keep the records so that I'll be able to share in my free group. So if you're not in my free group, ladies and gentlemen, there is a link in the description. You can join my free group. And of course, I've noted that a lot of scammers are using my name to scam people, to ask for money and all that. I don't take money from people. So ensure that I've included the links of my official social media accounts in the description. So ensure that you follow that, and so that you are following the right social platforms. So ladies and gentlemen, this one we already analyzed, right? This one we already analyzed. Yeah, and I actually did mention that it's going up. It's still going up, right? It's still going up. It was here, and then it's going up, right? Yeah. Then Euro AUD. All right, Euro AUD. Like I mentioned, this is what we're expecting for now. Either price would come here and retrace, or it will break out. So here it's a two-way thing. We'll have to wait, and we'll only enter with confirmation. But if you haven't forgotten, ladies and gentlemen, let me just do this. If you haven't forgotten, the overall analysis was that the overall analysis was this, right? Price to continue and reach all the way this side. So if there is a breakout, I'll be waiting and looking to take a buy once price retests, right? Once price retests, right? So that is how you can go about it, ladies and gentlemen. So this gives me confidence in a trade going up, right? If it can do that, I'll be glad, right? If it can do that, I'll be glad. But otherwise, these are the things that are on my watch list. Already, I've only taken one buy trade, which is on the Euro GBP, right? This is on my account, and we're going to wait. These other things, we're going to wait until they reach the points of interest. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, that is that. I hope you have enjoyed this live session. I should be able to trade NFP tomorrow. Yeah. I'm very fine. I'm very fine. Somebody's asking how I am. I'm very fine, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize if maybe the audio isn't proper, or the camera isn't proper. I'm just trying this platform for the very first time, so things will get better with time. But otherwise, that's how it is. Those are the things that I'm looking at. You have a great day ahead. Yeah, and of course, let's make this money. Ladies and gentlemen, signing out is Zambia's finest trader, Bliss $1 billion. Anyway, I'll see you on the other end, ladies and gentlemen.